In today's video, we have the whole family. We have Luna, who you all know and love. You have me, which you know, and you have Jess, which you'll love. This is my wife.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jess.
She's gonna animate for me today. She has never animated before. She's never used Maya before, but today she's gonna do it. It's gonna be great. What do you have to say?
I'm excited because I've seen you do this for years now, but I'm intimidated because it's scary looking, and I think it'll be a hoot for all.
A hoot for all. And this video is sponsored by Autodesk. I gave them a list of videos that I had in mind of things I could do. Many of them were tutorials and other educational things, and they said, this sounds like fun, let's do that. So that's great. So this fun video is brought to you by Autodesk, which is very exciting. So thank you, Autodesk, for sponsoring this video. We're gonna use Maya today, and it's gonna be a blast. First, you are going to learn how to move around in 3D space, because that's the first thing you need to know is how to use the software. So we're gonna do that. After that, you're gonna choose a character. I'm gonna do some stuff with a character, animation, posing, all the good stuff. Are you ready?
I am ready.
This will also be a fun attempt of a first-time user of a display tablet, because I have the mouse. She doesn't want to use one. She would rather go all in.
Use the pen.
Yeah.
And if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any videos.
And please hit the thumbs up and help us with that YouTube algorithm. Thank you. All right, so what do you see here?
A grid of a city.
Yes. Hit the 5 key on the keyboard. You are in wireframe mode. Oh, you are revealing things. Jumping ahead.
My bad.
Advanced.
I was born to do this. What would you do if I was really, really good?
I'd make you do all my work for me. Now you're in shaded mode. Hit 6 to reveal textures. And hit 7 to reveal lighting. So
Look
those are your
We've got a pool floaty, we've got a bouncy ball, a hula hoop, the cone of wonders, and Cube Man.
Yes, I like it. Hit the play button. First, we must play through the animation.
I don't know where the play button is. I'll push the space bar. Oh, that didn't do that.
Alt V, or you could hit that button, that works too.
Ho ho! Figured something out.
There you go. Here's another rule. I'm not allowed to touch any of this. I can't touch the mouse, I can't touch the keyboard, I can't save her from deleting the scene if that's what she ends up doing. I can touch nothing. These are the rules.
These are the rules. We're learning.
To move the camera, you are going to add Alt to anything you do with the mouse.
My foot's asleep. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Time out. I need a cushion to sit on.
Got that?
This might be good. Okay, resuming.
To click things, you just click things, but to move through the scene, you have to be holding Alt. And then left click, slowly hold, so first thing you should do is click any object that you want to focus on, not holding Alt, and then hit the F key to focus on it. So now you are focused on that object. So now if you hold Alt and use left, you'll orbit.
That's cool. And you can go underneath. Whoa, what the heck?
You're just mesmerized
well,
right now.
It's kind of fun.
If you do the middle click, so if you hold down one of those buttons and then click.
Ew.
Ew? That's zooming.
I don't know, it felt, I don't know, it was gross.
Alt and right click is zoom, Alt and middle mouse is pan. So that's your zoom.
Zoom!
Try panning.
Oops.
That's orbit, the front one, there you go. Pan. Nope. Oh, I guess I'm floating over it.
So you lied.
I forgot you don't actually have to make contact with the screen. There you go, see?
Wait, why can't you put it on the screen?
Because then it activates the left click.
Okay, I know how to move around now.
Okay, now navigate your camera through the hoop of destiny using what you've learned.
I didn't call it the hoop of destiny.
I don't remember what you called it.
I called it the hula hoop.
The hula hoop.
I don't know, I don't feel very destinied by it.
Look at you, you're moving through the scene.
Did you think I'd suck?
Kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not as bad at things, except for sometimes.
You went through the hoop. I actually didn't think you'd. I thought we'd be here for a lot longer before that happened. Yeah.
I'm good at acquiring new skills.
Well, we'll see how good in just a moment.
Look at me go. Ooh! Ooh! In through the hoop. Look at this.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how to move things around now. Okay, so right now, see over here? These different modes?
Yes.
If you wanted to click them, you can like enter different modes with these tools. But I'm gonna show you the hotkeys for them because that's what most people use. So, you have 3 main ways to move stuff. You can move it, rotate it, and scale it.
Okay.
These numbers represent the values associated with those transformations.
Okay.
These are the tools to activate those ways to transform it, which is what we're going to hotkey into. Move some stuff around. and you have to release it before you can go to the next thing.
Oh.
That was not meant to be clicked. I must have forgotten to.
My bad.
Whoops.
Can you control Z?
You can. Where'd you go?
Move it over here. And then, well, it wouldn't matter if I rotated it because it's a cone. So I'll choose the donut and I'll rotate it. It's like an entrance tunnel to Disneyland. I miss Disneyland.
Me too.
How do you layer things and make it go in the back?
How do you layer things? You don't layer things. It's just all in space. So if you want it in the back, you have to push it to the back.
Oh.
So if you want to do that, you can use your camera tools and kind of move so you can see what you're doing. That way you can move it.
It looks like a giant noodle.
So see how there's like the red one?
Yeah.
That's the one that's going to go like that.
Oh.
So that's kind of what you meant for layering. Like if you want to push it through space, you just have to
Gotcha.
kind of line it up with the direction you want it to move in.
Wait, so this just drops off into nowhere?
Yeah, I didn't put a ground plane.
Oh. It's like in Super Smash where you have that one section, you just fall off into the sky and then you're just dead. And you can try to jump back, but I'm not very good at it, so I just die every time. I have a poll for you guys. Okay, do you say Mario or do you say Mario?
Targeting the Canadians here, are you?
Our friend says Mario Kart. And I remember the first time he said it, I was like, okay, if it's Mario, you could put MARE-IO. Or if it's Mario, you can put MAR-IO.
Good?
Okay.
Now hit play. Let's see your animation. Let's see your first. You didn't even know you were animating.
No, I didn't.
That's because auto cue is on, but apparently I had not enough keyframes. Oh, there we go.
Oh! That was great! Oh my gosh. I love it. That was great.
Are you ready for the next step?
Yes. I want to use azri. That's me clicking. Like, ding! You should VFX in something where I hit it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you have the tools at your disposal now. You know the buttons.
Okay.
You first see if you remember, how do you turn on textures? Yeah, look at you moving around.
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is animate a character. What do you want to have her do? Like a,
Yeah, go like this.
okay. Where's she gonna start from? Where's she gonna end? Is she gonna start or end in that pose?
She's gonna end in that pose.
How will she start?
Like this.
So your current job is to set the initial pose. So put her
Yes.
in her first key pose. For
Yes.
most of her arms and that kind of stuff, you're gonna need to do rotation. It is also advisable to start, ooh, you just broke her arm.
Oops. Sorry. But isn't there a rule non-rule that you can sometimes break a rig?
This is true. You can if you need to, but you don't yet need to.
Do you need to switch modes to make it look like it's connected to someone's hip? Like from IK to FK?
Look at you.
Are you impressed with the knowledge that I do have?
I'm impressed with that you know where to use it. Because you've heard me talk about FK and IK forever, but you actually know like when it's applicable. Like that was impressive that you were like, do I need that to lock it onto her hip? Oh, wow,
Wow.
that would be accurate. Here is another tip. Start, oh, jeez. Start with the core parts of the body and move outward. So like you wouldn't start from the finger, you'd start from the hips, for example, because the big changes will kind of set you up for later. So if you want her like leaning a certain way or a certain arm doing something, you should start with the part that's closest to her center of gravity.
Okay. I didn't film reference for this. How am I supposed to animate something? So here's a question for you to keep off camera. This is fun to you?
That's going in the video.
Why?
Yes, it's fun. It's like a puppet.
Seems like a lot of work.
Well, yeah, it's like an action figure.
There. She's like, what? So, a couple years ago, when we first, maybe we were already engaged. I don't know. At some point in our relationship, you always would want like feedback on your work, but I didn't know animation. I knew nothing about animation, and I always wanted to be able to help, but I couldn't help because I didn't know anything. So I kind of made it, I don't know, I made it a point to learn some things. I don't know, whatever I could learn, because I wanted to be able, if you want notes or feedback on something, I wanted to be able to help, or at least like provide some help. So I've always tried to learn things to be helpful. Does that make sense?
What you're saying is I had nobody else to ask feedback for, so you wanted to learn.
Well, I'm here all the time. You're married to me, so might as well know some things.
This is great. You can do all my work for me. I'll just pet Luna.
No. I was trying to have it be, because I want her, this to go more in. How do I do that? Like that?
Yeah.
But now I have to move this all the way back again?
Well, if you want, you can put her arm in IK and you can be a little bit, you can pose it differently.
But it's back.
Well, yeah, there's two different skeletons. So now you're in the other skeleton, which is still at default because you haven't touched this skeleton before. So if you switched it back, you go back to where you were. So now what you do is you rotate and you translate this one control and it does the whole arm. Now you can move it around. Just grab the, there you go. You're gonna need to orbit her to see kind of where the hand is. Undo, because your hand is far away now. Undo again, there you go. Okay, now move it forward.
Why is this mode better?
I never said it was better, I said it was different. Let's go back to IK, FK.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. See? Oh, you don't know me. Hee hee.
Can't see me, hee hee.
Okay, I kind of like it. I think she looks kind of cute.
All right.
Okay, we're back in our position.
Okay. So now you're gonna move through time. So you're on the first frame. So you wanna go to a different frame somewhere else, depending on how long you want this action to take. And then you're gonna change your pose.
Wait, so is this my final pose or is this like a mid pose?
Do your final pose and then we'll do the breakdown in between.
Okay.
Blocking.
Okay. Now I'm on her fingers.
Okay, so turn on the visibility.
Okay. Link.
What's the rest of the sentence?
Where are you?
Oof. Well, that's a little painful.
What? How?
Imagine this pinky.
That's how mine goes. Look.
Oof, ouch.
Isn't that what you can do with your fingers?
No. Pick that nose.
Don't tell me what to do.
You can also move her neck if you want her head to be in a different place, but with a certain angle.
Why is that her default face? She looks furious. Look at that! A pretty decent pose.
Very nice. Now,
Don't look at it from that side. Look at
all her fingers. So now hit rewind and play.
Okay, I'm ready. The grand reveal of how I've done so far. Not bad.
Look at that. Look at that.
It goes into her.
Is there anything you'd like to add or change?
I mean, I'd like to change the fact that her arm goes through her.
Okay, then let's add what's called a breakdown.
There.
Now try it. Now scrub through.
It still does it.
Still does it.
It's not the most horrible thing, but it's not good. I like this arm. If you don't look at, well, I like this right here. Boom.
You just cover the right side.
If you cover the bottom right side, I like it. How did I do so far?
So far, very good.
Really?
I mean, you have involved like you've got motion all through the upper body. Her head moves, her neck moves.
Okay, besides her weird arm, I would like your feedback.
If I were to give you a note, it would be
That it's ugly.
that they both start and stop at the exact same time. And so I would have you offset one of them from the other.
Wait, what?
Right.
Shift, click.
Okay, now release everything. Now just move it. Hey.
I like to move it, move it. Okay, now let's watch it. There. Cute!
Well, you have offset it very nicely.
Thanks.
I would say she needs a facial expression. So, you're gonna wanna turn off her finger controls
Goodbye, fingers.
and turn on the face.
Hello, face. Whose goggles are these?
That's her eyes.
Why are they
That's
there?
what she's looking at. So that's gonna cause her eyes to move. That's what she's looking at.
Can you make is this making them look opposite directions?
Yes.
That's great.
See? It'd be easier if you were zoomed in more. Do you want to zoom in more?
Sure.
All right. Right click and pull in. So if you take the W key and like move it up, it'll move more like a smile. But not quite. It's gonna look like Momo if you do that.
Ew. Do you remember when that was a whole thing?
Yeah. You guys want to see the cutest thing in the world?
It's so cute.
Before we move on to the next activity, I'm gonna let Jess finish this up while I feed Luna. And how do we kick that off with the cutest thing? Hey Luna, are you hungry? Yum yum yum. Yeah? Here. Let's see if she does it on her tower. Oh no, she doesn't want to do it on her tower. Alright. I wonder, will she be visible back here? Oh yeah, on this camera she will be. Come here. You get my pets? Oh, good girl.
Did she do it?
Good girl, she did it.
Good girl.
Look at that pose. Look at that asymmetry. That's a good thing. So this is super fun for me because I've been using Maya since like 2012 or 2013. This is my primary animation tool for character animation. And it's been a long time since I've been like a beginner at it. So seeing somebody new do it for the first time is fun for me. Just watching the learning process all over again. Takes me back. How's it going learning this so far?
It's going fun. I like this. I really thought I wasn't gonna have the best time because I thought I'd get frustrated because I wouldn't be able to learn stuff. I didn't think I'd end up picking things up and then I'd be all mad and I'd be like, no! But I'm actually having a lot of fun trying and learning and playing around with things and breaking rigs, which is probably my favorite thing. I like to see things get all twisted up and fingers bend backwards because it's interesting and fun.
Sadistic.
No, it just looks silly. And it's exciting.
And if you're enjoying this, hit the thumbs up. Help us with the algorithm because it does make a difference and we'd appreciate it. Also, something we appreciate is the sponsor of this video, which I think I already mentioned, but thank you Autodesk for getting involved in helping sponsor fun, interesting content for everyone to enjoy like this.
It's the sponsorship dance.
I like the sponsorship dance.
Okay, let's watch it.
Hey!
How'd I do?
Yeah, great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like her little eyebrow?
I do. It's much more noticeable. I'm impressed.
Really?
Well done.
Yeehaw!
What was the last thing I was gonna have you do?
I know what it was, but I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do a bouncing ball?
I knew it! Bouncing ball time. Do you have a bouncing ball rig? Do I have to model one?
Would you like to?
No.
Oh.
I could though. All I have to do is click the sphere and then done. Boom. Done.
You just figured out how to make a sphere in Maya faster than I did when I first did it.
Really?
Pick a color for the floor.
Green.
All right.
There.
Okay.
I choose a soft sage.
Okay. Bounce the ball. Okay, so let me give you the tutorial. The blue control in the middle is for moving the ball. The yellow controls are for squash and stretch.
Okay.
Should grab
Look,
one.
it's a bowling pin.
You should grab one control at a time.
Now it's an Easter egg.
So you're on frame 1.
Okay.
Cool. Now what?
I'm thinking. I'm processing.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go to frame 5. I'm gonna move it. And it's gonna... Shloop. Wait. Okay. It splooshes as it hit the ground. Am I on a path?
You're on a path. Usually you do the ball bounce first and then the squash and stretch later.
Oh.
As a different pass, you don't have to do it all at once.
So stop it.
You can do however you want. You're doing like what a stop motion animator would do. You're kind of putting it all in there as you go.
Kevin Perry, watch out.
Just
He watches this and he's like, who is this strange girl? And why is she coming for my brand?
I don't know if he'd be all that worried, to be fully honest.
How am I doing?
Good. You're doing more work than you have to.
Oh.
Because you are kind of doing like all these in-between spots. Like you're kind of guiding the ball along, right? And telling it where you want it at certain points.
Okay.
That's usually the thing you leave to the computer.
Okay. I gave it one big broad stroke at the end. Let's see how it looks. It looks ugly. Why? All right, let's watch it. Why did it get so gummy there?
I mean, frankly, I think it's perfect. Nothing to change or add to it.
I don't think it's the worst thing ever.
I have seen worse animation.
By me. 10 minutes ago.
Actually, for your level of like never having animated before ever, I would rate this pretty high.
Really?
You have demonstrated an understanding of like how this should look and how the squash and stretch should be. I think the arcs could be a little smoother.
It's those dang splines. Am I right, ladies and germs?
Like there's your arcs. A little chunky.
Wait, you never rated me. How would you rate this on a scale of 10? Given this is my first time animating ever.
I would give you a point for having it leave the shot because I think that's a nice, fun choice. It doesn't like come to an abrupt halt in the middle and just die on screen. You have it leave. So I give you a point for that. I give you a point for the squash. I give you another point for the stretch when you have it. Another point for your initial arc, which you did manually, which is very impressive because it actually worked out pretty well. And I would give you another point
for good looks.
For your nice green color of the floor that matches the background up so nicely. And I give you another point for your good looks. And I give you another point on top of that for the creativity and the speed.
What creativity?
Well, you had a creative decision. I had to squish it down. You chose to make it squishy.
Okay.
And I give you another point for speed because you did it very quickly, faster than most people do a bouncing ball assignment. So that means you get 8 out of 10.
Do you agree with his assessment? Do ya? And that's my bouncing ball.
Let's put a recap.
And gentlemen.
A recap of some of the things you've made on screen now. I think you've done pretty well for your first time animating. Yeah. I'm impressed. I did not think you would do as much as you did as successfully. I'm shocked that you were able to like navigate. You were like, I'm gonna turn the camera, I'm gonna translate, rotate, like you knew what to do. You remembered all the things. I was actually very impressed with your like memory retaining the stuff you were doing for the first time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's watch my bouncing ball one last time. Ready? Here we go. Shalom. Doo, doo. I fixed a couple things. It wasn't great yet still, but.
I like it.
And that's my bouncing ball, ladies and gentlemen. Yeehaw!
Oh, also, just did my background. This is the first video, I think, where the background is, you're pointing at me.
Oh.
It's that way.
Yeah. Hey. His background was, what is it?
Ugly?
No.
Empty?
Bold and brash and belonged in the trash.
I want to know what people want to see us do next time because I think there should be a part 2 to this where we get a little bit more advanced, maybe use some of my tutorials and, I don't know, do some other things. So let us know what you want to see. What other things should Jess do because
I think it'd be fun.
She's clearly talented. The main camera card is full, so now we're either on OBS recording, which is lower quality, or this camera. I don't know what we're gonna be doing, but either way, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up like I've said a bunch of times. Thank you to Autodesk for sponsoring this video. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to do something else exciting in the future with them. And thank you to Jess for being here and for all of this.
Okay. Question for both you and the audience. Was this a hoot for all?
I thought it was a hoot for all.
I thought it was a hoot for all. Thanks for having me on your channel.
Yes.
And if you'd like to see more adorable content of us, go check out our couple channel because we have one and we don't really post on it, but maybe we will once we get our life together. Okay. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Love you. Bye.